Gets up on top of it, hard breaking ball. That's a nasty downer there to Joey Wendell. Got a Rosarena first. It's Mike Zunino here. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 4 Ks. That's what they were looking for. Gleyber Torres gives them more of what they're looking for, and you're going to have to squint to see this one off Ryan Yarborough. This is off the house. Western Metal Supply up off the lettering up top. Gleyber broke the window again. Actually, it's a siding. Ties Mickey Mantle for the most postseason homers by a Yankee player before turning 24. Anytime you can join guys like that, you're doing some things. This Yankee bullpen had been brutal, and in this one, they were spectacular. Chad Green first out, gets Yandy Diaz. Next out of the pen in the 8th, now it's Zach Britton, gets Zunino. Check swing. In the 9th, Aroldis Chapman, Mike Brasso. These guys had a bit of history in Yankee Stadium earlier this year. Up top, gas face given, 100 miles an hour. Now you give the ball to Garrett Cole for Game 5 on Friday. Yanks pen didn't give up a hit, and the Yankees win. They launched 2 more homers. They've got 16 in the postseason, the most through 6 games in a single postseason ever. The modern major leagues, right? Strikeout or hit a home run. They passed the 2004 Astros when Carlos Beltran went on that prolific tear. This year's Athletics and Astros also tied for 3rd on that list. As we mentioned, Game 5 Friday. Told you it's Garrett Cole who gets the ball for the Rays. Tyler Glasnow. Coming up, COVID-19 cases.
And a great catch by Jimmy Graham to reach out that right hand and pull it in.
Major League Baseball, where the Braves and Dodgers a chance to clinch. Highlights coming. And COVID-19 cases impacting not just the Titans and the Patriots, but teams on the schedule as well. Some thoughts on how that plays around the league.
Imagine a future where machine learning will track your sleep.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes?
Yeah, this already does that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Let's try this again. Imagine one day you'll be able to take an ECG.
It already does that.
Really? What about detect hard falls? Does it do that?
Does that.
Thank you. Encouraging you to stay fit.
Does that.
Oh, I don't know. Imagine a tiny device that will check your blood oxygen level.
Right there, and I mean all night.
Well, that was fun.
Pressured him 16 times. It was with just the front 4, like we talked about in the pregame. And coming out now, came out and played big time football tonight.
Yep, that was a play from Brady to Gronk on 3rd down now. Nick Foles hits Anthony Miller for 10 yards.
Not
So
much.
the Bucs
How about
41
you?
here. So the drive
Are you
continues
answering my
there for
text in
Chicago.
person?
2 plays
I
later,
am,
Nick
yeah.
Foles
LOL.
hits David Montgomery.
This is Tech
for
that helps you be there. The
17
Nissan Altima,
yards.
now
That
offering
goes
the most
down to
tech advanced engine in its
25
class.
there. Foles driving. The Bears down the field. Brady just staring on, watching. 4 plays later. Santos lines up for
Diane retired and opened that pottery studio.
How did you come up with all these backstories?
I got help from a pro. My financial professional explained to me all the ways Nationwide can help protect financial futures in Peytonville.
Nationwide can help the Greens get lifetime income, and their son Kyle's moving back home. It helped set up a financial plan for Mrs. Garcia.
And he explained how Nationwide could help Mr. Paisley retire early and spend more time with his pal Peyton.
And their new band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't forget the band.
I haven't.
Games get behind down distance. That's not where you want to be. So we all have to do a better job. This isn't any one position. This isn't a team-wide thing that we all gotta
be back
collectively, learn each other.
Going back down south, child, don't you?
The Bullet Frontier Fund is making a commitment to help bartenders keep doing what they do best. Let's keep our bartenders pouring.
Was it clear for you guys whether
You've got big plans for your small business.
Yeah, we just
And Constant Contact has everything you need to connect with customers, find new ones, and sell more of your awesome stuff online. With email marketing, online stores, and more to help you do more business anytime, anywhere. so you can keep powering on without slowing down. Up top, power on with Constant Contact. Try it free today.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. The cumin, the coriander, mix it in with that fresh lime juice and that cilantro, and it just brings out those flavors. It's very tender. When you're cutting it, it's tender. When you're eating it, it's tender. It's bomb steak.
We knew there were some contingencies.
Crazy, it's been almost 20 years since the Braves had been to an NLCS. If they could sweep the Marlins, they would get there for the first time since 2001.
So Tom Brady
Top three.
with his performance tonight, coming off a game
Marcelo
where
Zuna.
he wasn't sacked at all in that game.
Even when he hits it the other way, Steve, it looks like he swings hard.
He sure does.
Slaps one the other way, beats the shift. Ronald Acuna Jr. scores. Braves up 1-0, and the way they've been pitching, that's probably enough. But just to be sure, Travis d'Arnaud.
Why did he not look comfortable?
Been hitting a bunch of homers. This one stays in the yard. He becomes the first catcher with 7 RBI in a single division series. And the Braves lead 3-0. Braves now up 4-0. 2 men on, nobody out. Kyle Wright making his postseason debut against Jesus Aguilar. Gets him swinging over the breaking ball. Ryan Anderson didn't want to do it, but he did. 1-0-2 pitch. 2 outs now. After Garrett Cooper walked, Jazz Chisholm grounds out. Wright escapes the inning. 6 innings without a run allowed. To the 9th, Shane Green, Matt Joyce. That's it. That's all. Braves pitchers finished with 9 Ks, 5 hits, and allowed nary a run. That's been a theme. 7-0. They move on to the NLS. Second team with 4 shutouts in a 5-game span in postseason history. The other team, the 1905 New York Giants. Not bad considering there have been 333 instances of a team playing 5 games across 117 years of playoff history. Christy Mathewson responsible for 3 of those goose eggs in 1905, all in the World Series. For the second time in as many weeks, the New England Patriots' scheduled Sunday game's been pushed to Monday. Supposed to play Denver in the 4 Eastern window Sunday. It's now Monday, 5 Eastern time, after Stephon Gilmore became the second positive test several days after Cam Newton. Patriots did not practice Wednesday or Thursday, and they will be virtual on Friday, our second doubleheader on ESPN. That's not all. Obviously, the Titans matchup with the Bills is impacted. It will now be 6 on Tuesday, and the Bills' Thursday game for next week will be pushed to Sunday. This is coming after yet another positive Thursday in Tennessee. 23 now within the organization after that Week 3 game at Minnesota. Titans facility has been closed since September 29th. All this while the league continues its investigation. Dan Graziano told me earlier he thinks they may find out something about a punishment by Friday, and pretty much everything's on the table. But he said, look, people are talking forfeit. That's the last thing the NFL wants to do. So Broncos, Patriots, Sunday to Monday, part of an ESPN doubleheader. As long as there are no more positive tests for the Titans, that matchup scheduled to go on Tuesday. That's a first. Chiefs Bills move to Sunday, the 18th. Lots of moving pieces here. Damien Woody is back as promised. And Damien, I'm a creature of habit, all right? I need things a certain way for me to function. And I would imagine, particularly professional football players, maybe even more so in terms of how regimented the schedule is. How difficult would it have been for all these Titans players, given that you've not been in the building since the 29th of September, to try to prepare to play on Tuesday if you're able to?
It's crazy, Scotty. It's crazy, considering that the Tennessee Titans are 3-0, and then all of a sudden your schedule, your routine has just been thrown off the rails. I mean, you're talking about professional athletes, particularly football players, who basically every minute of the day is planned out for you, from meetings to training to walkthroughs, practice.
Days are like broken into session, right?
Every minute of the day, the coaches are taken up.
Okay.
So now you go from having that for the first 3 weeks to being a free for all where you're virtual and you're not on the practice field. Your whole routine is off. Your family's getting on your nerves and all that type of stuff. And it's it's all hell is breaking loose.
And it's a physical game, so just not being able to practice, I imagine there's part of it, the rest probably is a benefit, but I just wonder how sharp you can be. So I have sympathy for that. But around the league, Damien, you tweeted about this now. You start messing with people's money. How does that go? How will people around the league be looking at the Titans?
Well, listen, Chris Mortensen had tweeted earlier in the day that, the Bills could possibly,
not get
a game check. And to me, once Chris Mortensen tweeted that, then all my antennas went straight up in the air. Because when you mess with my money, Scotty, when you mess with my money,
no, sir.
That is, now we have real issues. So I think that's what you see from the guys all around the league. It's like, what are they doing down there in Tennessee? They're jeopardizing the big picture here. Because it takes everyone to follow the protocols to get